Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a all drugstore makeup look, a full face that you can get for under $65, which if you consider the price of high-end products that are sometimes $40 each and up, it's a really good value for your money. And I also wanted to do all products that you can actually go to the drugstore right now and pick up, because I kind of get annoyed when I watch a lot of these videos and it's all affordable products, but you have to order them online, and I don't have time to sit there and order a bunch of makeup online, so I wanted to do something that you can actually go pick up in person and easily return if you don't like it. So it's basically what we're doing, so let's just get started. I'm going to be starting off with my face as usual, and I'm going to be using the Covergirl Clean Matte BB cream. This retails for $7.99 or around there at most drugstores, and it's really nice because it will keep you matte all day if you have oily skin, but also because BB creams don't really require a primer, so you can skip out on buying another product and putting another layer of something on your face. I'm going to be applying this with my Wet n Wild flat top brush today. These are really good quality. I'm using all drugstore brushes as well, and this is like $4. I typically use a sponge for BB cream, but I don't have a drugstore sponge and I didn't want to ruin the video. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight and contour my face and conceal a little bit using this NYX Contour Duo. This is $11.99. You can get it at Ulta, and it's pretty worth it because you actually get two products in one, so you don't need to go out and buy a contour and a highlight shade. Then I'm going to go ahead and set my whole face using my favorite powder from the drugstore, which is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder. It's so good. I've used almost all of it up, and it keeps you matte all day. It's just a tiny bit of coverage, but nothing that's going to like cake on. And once that is all set, I'm just going to go in with this e.l.f. contour and blush bronzer duo situation. This is the matte one, and it retails for $2.99. You can get it at Target, and it's really good quality, lasts a long time, and obviously it's super cheap, and you get a blush and a bronzer, so you don't need to go out and buy two different products. And then I'm just going to highlight using my all-time favorite highlight. I use this more than I use my Becca one. This is the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana bronzer, but obviously a highlight. And this retails for $3.99. It's very subtle though, so if you like, you know, like super glow, like disco ball looking, you know, stuff, this probably isn't for you, but if you like a subtle highlight, this is great. Now that the face is done, we're going to move on to eyes. I already primed using the BB cream and then just powder over it. That tends to work pretty well. You don't really need to go out and buy an eye primer. I don't have a drugstore eye primer, but I do hear really good things about the e.l.f. one, so that's like $2. You could add that to the mix as well. To start off the eyes, I'm going to go in with this NYX Single Eyeshadow. These you can get at Ulta for $4.49 each. This one is in the shade Over the Taupe, and I just really like this one because it's a nice kind of purpley shade, but it's still neutral brown enough to use for every day. And I'm just taking that on a little Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to put that in the crease. And now I'm going to be going in with this CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette. There are other shades of these. There's other palettes in this line. They're all $9.99 or around there, depending where you get them. The other ones, there is a more neutral one and a more gold one, so if you prefer those shades over these, go ahead and go for those instead. The only thing that this one does lack, in my opinion, is a neutral brown matte shade, so that's why I went in with the NYX one first. First thing I'm going to do is just take this matte purpley shade over here, and I'm going to put that more in the outer corner of my eye and blending in using the same brush. And I'm putting that in the inner part as well. I'm kind of making a halo eye. And then to even further deepen that up, I'm taking this almost last shade here, the kind of more blackish purple one, and I'm just tapping my brush in that and I'm putting it just in the very outer corner. Outer corner, outer part, whatever. Again, using the same brush. You don't need a million brushes to create an eye look. And now I'm going to go into this shimmery light shade over here, and I'm just going to take that on a little Wet n Wild brush and put that on the lid, kind of where the blank space is. And I just like to use my finger to blend a little bit. Then I just wipe that brush off a little bit, and I'm going to take the last shade in the palette, which is this matte whitish shade, and that's going to be my highlight. I'm going to use that same shade for my inner corner, just using my pinky to get that. Then I'm just going to go in with that darkest shade that I used and put a little bit of that underneath my eye. So like on the waterline, smoked a little bit. This isn't really the brush to do that, but I don't want to get up and get a new one, so. And I'm just going to go in with the Rimmel Scandaleyes Retro Glam Mascara. This retails for $5.99 at Ulta. So I really like this one now that it's dried out a little bit. It does remind me of the Too Faced, you know, the famous one. And lastly, I'm going to go in with lipstick. This is the Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade Daringly Nude, and these are just some of the best matte formula lipsticks from the drugstore in my opinion, and this retails for $7.99. So this is the finished look for a full face of makeup from the drugstore. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know down below if you use any of these products or you want to try any of them, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!